I'm here with Leslie Rogalski, and we are making some beautiful bracelets today. These are fun.
These are really fun, and you just want to stack them up.
Definitely.
There's so many.
This is super trendy, too.
Very trendy, and the colors are what really got me on the wax cord.
I like it.
So many, and you can add beads.
What could be better? How do we get started?
Okay, so in the tutorial, it tells you how many strands and how long. So I have 9 strands here, and I have matched the ends and taken a shorter piece of it and made a nice little square knot on the end. And here's where the fun part starts. You can use a little torch.
Okay.
You can use a little lighter. I like my little torch. We're gonna melt the ends of the wax cord. That's why we're using wax. And I'm just gonna very, very slowly touch it back and forth until it forms kind of like a little mushroom. If it flames up, just blow it out. It will be hot, so be careful. And what this does is it forms a little knob so that your cords that are gonna be used to tie it off later are gonna be on there, okay?
Okay, so they can't slide.
So that won't slide off. So that's one end. The next step is to string your beads. And I've done that, pre-strung here. The beads that fit best on the wax cord are 8 and up. So I have size 8s and 6s and some 2s and 3s on there.
Okay, so you're talking seed bead sizes, not millimeters.
Seed bead sizes, yes. And it's just very random the way you do it. I've mixed and matched. You're going to want to trim this area to about 5.5 or 6 inches.
Okay.
I've pre-trimmed that because you don't want it to be so big that it's not going to fit around your wrist.
Okay.
You're going to add the other side by bringing your ends together once they're trimmed, nice and even, and doing the same thing that I just showed you, where you're going to tie a square knot in these end cords, and I'll do it again for you. You want to make very sure that you are not going to burn that little knot. You can bring this together.
Okay, and you should not use the torch on hemp or a cotton cord or something that would burn.
That's correct. This is
works
waxed,
because it's waxed
cord because you're melting it. Again, to come down to that little part that makes that little mushroom shape. Just like that.
Okay.
All right? And do be careful because it does get hot. So we're at a point now to twist our ends. And to do that, you're going to take one, and if you'll notice the wax cord has its own coil to it. You want to coil in the same direction. I'm holding this in my hand and I'm using my fingers to spin it, and it'll start to kink up on itself. You see that? All right. And then you're going to want to hold that in your hand and take the other cord and do the same thing.
Because if you spin it the wrong direction, you'll know because it will start unraveling.
It will start unraveling. And so these are spun in the same direction with the coil, and then you're going to straighten them out, hold them so they don't uncoil, and spin them the other way. And what this does is it holds them together. So you're going to make you're making a single cord out of the 2 cords, tie a knot in the end, just an overhand knot. I bring that in.
Okay.
Pull it tight for now. You're going to do that on the other end too, and you're going to end up with something that looks like this. Now I've taken the little torch to it to help seal it up, and this is the really cool adjustable closure part. You're going to overlap and do a little macrame square knot thing over the 2 twisted cords.
Okay, and that'll make it adjustable, right?
And that makes it adjustable. So you can do this to it.
Perfect.
So you can get it on and pull it.
Sure.
Pull it, yeah. I usually hold one end and pull the other. Now when you do the macrame part, you're also going to use the little hottie very carefully, the little torch, very carefully to melt the little ends after you do your macrame part so it doesn't come undone.
Okay, well let's see at least a couple knots of the macrame part, just so we can.
Sure. So remember they're overlapped, and I'm making a figure 4 in my direction, bringing one end under both cords again and through the loop that I made here. So you want to make sure you're making your knots over and over both the cords.
Okay.
When you do macrame, the cord that's coming out on the top now is on the top when you make your little backwards 4, and you're going to bring it through the loop again.
Okay.
Like that. And you
And
want to
just
make like
continue.
5 or 6 of them, and then you're going to very carefully and precisely make an overhand knot with each end very close to your macrame, and then hold your piece up and bring your little torch. And again, I'm not going to do it because I've already done it, but to show you, very carefully, don't burn your fingers, bring it, just touch it till the heat, you don't even have to touch the flame to it. The heat
Just
will
the
start
heat.
to melt it, and it just makes that little knob so that the ends don't come undone.
Okay.
And then make another one and another one and another one.
Keep going.
So that you can layer them and layer them and layer them. And the color range is just fabulous. So you can make things to go with whatever you want.
Yeah, that's great. You know what? These colors, I think sometimes you can think of colors in a theme. To me, this is like a dragon party. I don't know what you have
I
in
like
mind.
it. I like it. Well, I did try to coordinate and mix and match to make those trios.
Great idea. Well, thank you so much, Leslie.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.